I'm outside. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is our, let me go over 49th weekly call. I'm Jen, your host, and I am reporting live this week from Turkey. And I'm not alone. I've got Jesse Adams here with me.
Hey,
what's up, Jesse?
How you doing? Also, Ridvan's here too.
We got Ridvan.
Hey. And
Chris, you're still on mute, but let's go this view. In Arizona,
Hello,
we got Chris.
everyone. Happy Thursday.
Hello.
Happy Thursday.
How you doing? Looking
Good. How
dapper.
are you guys? You guys are off traveling and having fun, I see.
Yeah, Jen just got here a week early before Crossroads, which is literally a week from now. So yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, I guess it's 10. What time is it for me? 10:30 for me right now in the morning. Yeah. So, but it's actually 8:30 p.m. here.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Jet lag's fun.
And Ridvan's in the corner doing tech support.
Yeah. The whole crew's here. All right, guys. So we are on our 49th weekly call.
Yep.
Hashtag UpRock Naija.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing this correctly?
I think
Naija?
so. If we're wrong, let's see in the chat. Wow, we have a ton of chat.
We got a lot of folks in the chat.
Everyone. Yeah, let's go. First of all, I'll do this while you can go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, we were just gonna move over to our agenda. So what we've got going on, we've got highlights and events. As we know, we're here for Crossroads in a week, but also just a fun time to get in touch in person with the Turkey crew. We've got our country of the week, which is Nigeria.
Yes.
So Naija.
Nice. Yeah.
We'll talk about Crossroads, which is coming up on the 25th. Solana Across America, which is taking place in Seattle on the 23rd, I believe.
Yes.
Just a few days before Crossroads. We've talked about that for the last couple of weeks. So we'll just do a recap on that, an update on our ambassador program, product updates, and then we're out of here.
Yeah, nice. Wow, a lot of people tuning in right now. Pretty cool. A ton of comments. Let's just highlight some of these. Oh, great. Good morning, GM. Let's go. Cool. Who's here?
Put your legs up.
Put your legs up. All right. All right, that's okay.
Who's flexible?
Yeah. Music. Let's go. Hello. Cool. All right. Drew's here too.
I'm seeing a lot of flags this morning too. People are excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of flags.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yep.
Here
awesome. Cool.
Okay. So let's get started. Oh, okay. So what you got here is, what is UpRock? This is actually something that comes across often enough in our live streams because we got a lot of new folks coming in.
Yeah.
And I think also what happens is because we have now we have the notifications of whenever we go live in the app, you can get a notification. And so we have some new folks who are new to UpRock, have downloaded the app in under 2 minutes to start earning. And they get that notification like, hey, what's this all about?
Yeah. We actually are getting a ton of new users, and which is awesome. And also because we have our, with a DePIN project, you have a two-sided platform. So we do spend a lot more time explaining that a lot because we have the consumer apps, which is a lot of people are here from those, where we have our Mac, Windows, Linux, and our Android and iOS apps. But we just launched Prism about a few weeks ago. And at the Crossroads, we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But that is our enterprise product, and that's the demand side. This is how we're getting selling the unused bandwidth that everyone's contributing to solve some really cool problems on the internet. And anyway, so we need to explain how the whole system works together in a cohesive way.
Yeah. And so, Rasa, you crafted a new what is. So he wanted to put that in the slides here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So real quick, we are the world's largest mobile first DePIN on any network. We used to say Solana, but now it's just on any chain. And as Jess said, we're the creator of the Prism platform. And so the B2B product or the B2C product, the UpRock app, is really like the world's greatest, we're building the world's greatest rewards program. So you contribute to the network, the DePIN network, and for that you earn UPT. But there's also many other ways to earn. So you can earn by playing games that we have available on our offer wall. You can soon answer surveys. You can also stake your earned UPT to earn more yield on that.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's just a lot of great ways to earn those rewards, that UPT and other rewards. And as we bring in more deals, right, you can spend that UPT to spend on those deals.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You can either, so the great, like most reward programs in the Web 2 space, they're kind of locked into their own program. They're usually points, which means you can only, like airlines, you can only spend them on their certain airlines that you fly with. When it's crypto, when you earn the points, is way more liquid. So of course, we want to give you the best deals of spending UPT within the network, whether you're staking or providing deals that we're going to negotiate on your behalf as a community buying power. But obviously, you can also just swap it out for USDC and pay for a bill or something as well. This is the power of a crypto-powered reward program. This is why it's far superior than a Web 2 version, because you just have more options, which is cool. More ways to earn. And the underlying business model that really pays for it all is the bandwidth and the compute. And we're living in a digital world, and AI's really needs two big things: is compute and bandwidth. And real-time bandwidth is really key for AI AI needs to really be useful to anybody, really, whether it's your personal AI agent or if you're a big company. And the best way to actually unblock the internet and provide a free flow of data for AI agents to actually get the data they need and then provide the insights that you would want as a business person or as an entrepreneur, as an individual, just for your daily life, for really good insights. You need a real-time network that actually can provide that data to that LLM or AI agent. So this is the power of UpRock. You have these consumer apps where we make it really fun, really simple, where you can set it and forget it. You can earn while you sleep, but you also have active tasks where you can actually play games, survey, shop, do things you already do on your mobile device. You're really transforming your mobile phone to provide the bandwidth that the internet needs to. And for companies and individuals to get like really amazing AI-powered insights, and that's the Prism side. So I think it's always good to remind people of, like, it's great that you're earning, you're contributing, but by the way, also you're really being a part of a bigger product, bigger vision, bigger platform that we hope is going to make the internet a better place, more free flow of data.
Yeah. Yep. So Chris,
hey Chris,
Jesse, just scoot it a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just do it this way. Chris, I'm sorry. I feel like we just jumped right in, and I didn't do any of just the usual. Like, how are you? How's Arizona?
Well, as per usual, it's nice here. But you guys are on it. You're at the end of your day now. You've got, like, you're super amped up and everything else.
Yeah.
Things are well. We've been, I've been here. We've been working really hard on new crawling features and new Prism features. I think we have a lot to show off at Crossroads in a week. So everybody stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. There's a reason I stayed home to just focus on getting things out, but we got a lot coming.
You're not focused. I will say, it is nice and warm here. So last week I was like, oh God, here he goes again. He's going to talk about how it's cold and 70 degrees.
Yeah.
But we're enjoying some 74-degree weather.
Yeah.
Or 26 degrees Celsius, something around that ballpark. So I'm happy. That's why I'm very chipper today.
Wasn't it snowing there last week? I don't know what's going on with the weather.
It was actually a snowstorm just 1 week ago, which is nuts.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of fun questions. Can you also please mention?
Well, let's highlight this one later. Let's keep on what we're talking about here. So we were going over some features in the app, right? So here we go. What is UpRock? And we had a question. So we talked about some of the features in there that you can use to earn UPT. And we had a question here. Why am I not seeing games in the app? Because I just mentioned you can, like, play games and earn that, use that to earn UPT. Okay. And I'm guessing that you are using an iPhone.
Yep, probably.
And the reason why you don't see it just yet is it's very long and convoluted. We have it ready, and we've had it ready since the end of last year. We found ourselves in review hell with Apple. So we have to introduce more features so that because they didn't like the idea that there was even though the primary use of the UpRock app is to contribute to the network, and we have your wallet, and you can do all these things with it. Once we put in play games to earn, we're like, oh, we don't like that. That's like too much of that takes up too much of the ratio of the use of the app. So we already had these other features in the pipeline, but for Apple, we decided, okay, well, let's release these first on Apple so that when we reintroduce the games, then we hopefully won't get stuck in review hell again. So that's why you don't see it yet. You will be seeing it very soon, though. We just want to get some of the other features out. So, and what we had already gotten out is staking. We've got the shop to earn, or shopping deals. And then we have surveys and a few more, and then we'll start adding. Then we'll bring back the games. So I think it's basically.
I just want to summarize there too with iOS. They're really worried about what digital tasks you can earn, and also they're really strict about earning crypto. So we have to be really careful, because the last thing we want is to do something wrong. And by the way, the TOS, the terms of use on Apple developers portal, is so just sparse. They don't explain much of anything.
It's extremely vague.
You don't want to get blocked forever. You do something wrong and you're blocked forever. That would suck so bad.
And it's for like super secret double probation. They won't even tell you what you did. They're just like, yeah, we didn't like something you did, and you're blocked forever now. But no, there's nothing you can do about it.
But the current features that we know other apps are doing, like they're okay with real life rewards. So if you're earning gift cards or stuff, points that you can, or tokens you can spend on your bills, or like cash back for shopping, they seem to be totally okay with that, because there's a ton of those apps. When it's video games, I'm not sure why, but they're not very clear on those things. So we're going to extra emphasize the features that focus on cashback, surveys, things that we know they're okay with. And then we're going to try to insert games again, because the games are really fun. Everyone plays games on their phone. It's a really great, easy way to earn rewards, and they pay out pretty good, actually. So we want to insert that, but we're going to insert the things that we know they're cool with, and then we'll bring games. It's about
getting that perfect ratio.
Exactly.
But it's ready. It's just it's the timing situation.
So thanks for asking that question, though. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Hey, so real quick, guys, I saw Gray just said hello to a familiar face. We got Greg. This is for the three of us. Greg is in the chat. Chris and Jesse. So Greg's
hey, Greg.
Greg's a good friend. Is a friend of ours, and so it's good to see him in the chat.
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in, Greg.
Just fun fact: Greg is an old friend of ours, and we also had a company a long time ago that we sold together. And so he's not only a good friend, but a past co-founder. And so, anyway, cool to see him
on here. Okay, what do we've got next? So this was a fun. This is a photo that we took last year in Istanbul. Not my hand. I wish it was. I wish I had nails that nice. But anyway, we were talking internally, like, what does it take to make a Web 3 app versus a Web 2 app? Oh, anyway, actually, before I get ahead of myself, we have a Sunday Fun Day ritual check-in. We just want to know, where does UpRock live on your phone? So send us a screenshot. On X. We have that post up there. It's kind of fun to see, like, where does UpRock live on your phone? And hopefully it does. Where do you keep it? I think I keep mine just straight up on my main home screen.
Also, if you're on iOS, definitely install the widget. The widget is great. It helps actually, not only is just a little more useful, but it does help to keep the app alive a little more, so you can earn more. So that's a nice trick. That's a little tip for you guys. If you're using the iOS app, your iPhone, definitely install the widget. It will help you earn more for sure. So and
turn on notifications as well. But anyway, share with us a screenshot of your phone, your home screen, or wherever UpRock lives on your phone.
Let's go.
And let's see where it goes.
Well, we know. I'm just looking at this picture you shared. We know it's not Jesse's phone, because I'm pretty sure he has Bird Eye in his daily folder.
I have Bird Eye. I definitely have Bird Eye. I check that too much. This is a good fun question. Good question. Apart from games and mining, is there any ways to boost earning? Actually, we think about this a lot. we are working on a program where you can have a direct impact on your earn rate. This is like the number one request people have, like, how can I fix my earn rate, change my earn rate? And it's really frustrating when you can't see that thing change. And we think about that a lot. And there's so many things you can do to improve. I think we should make that provable. Yeah, you can improve it. And there's a lot of ways you can do that, where you're interacting with the app, contribute to earn, checking in every day. If you've been around for a while, all those things I think should impact your earn rate, not just your internet speed. We really think that a lot. So we're really excited to share that very soon. We've been working actually pretty hard on that for the past couple months. So it's going to be kind of tentatively calling it Rocket Booster Program, where we know Rocket is our AI mascot for our doggo, and we're going to make that we want to empower our customers to really feel like they can actually have an impact, and do like the things you do in the app itself. And also things you do outside that, whether you're sharing or contributing on all the other platforms, that should actually have a positive impact on your earn rate, because this is number one frustration, number one question people always ask, like, how can I improve that thing?
Yeah.
So that's a really great question. Like, I'm so excited to share with you guys that very soon. So yeah, keep tuned.
Yeah, perfect. And then we did have a question from George. Is this Sunday Fun Day compensated at all? No, this is just for fun. It's a Sunday Fun Day. It's just a check-in.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll see how Sir Roz feels. Sometimes he just,
you gotta
catch him on a good day. He might just drop some. He might just airdrop something. We don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't want to promise something, but Sir Roz,
yeah,
he's surprising sometimes.
All right, and so I got a little ahead of myself earlier when I said we were talking about building a Web 2 app, or something for Web 2 versus Web 3, and like what makes it different. I know, well, we have some of these points here, right? You have like a Web 2 app in like this space. I mean, it's more than just a finance. It's not a finance. It's more than just a finance app, right? Like you're doing. And it's more than just a rewards app. It's like putting all of this stuff together. So you have contributing to the network. There's mining, staking, play to earn, UPT souls, so liquid staking, many other offers. But then also on top of that, just from a design wise, it's like, well, I don't, the saying, what, putting 10 pounds of shit, not to say anything shit, but 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. It's like putting so much stuff into something so like such tiny real estate and making it make sense.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
that's a huge thing. And also big one is onboarding people into a whole new way of thinking of the web, or way of thinking online. So yeah, that was a pretty loaded question we had internally. But it's a big thing.
Yeah, I think the biggest part of the maybe the two biggest difference with that enable is just more empowering, because at the end of the day, you can take those tokens and you can swap them out for any other token you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can withdraw to any other wallet you want, and you really own it. And so it's very empowering. It's also very scary, because you've never done that before. You need to learn how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but that process of just learning how to transfer to your own wallet, that's also a good experience to learn how to do, because it's empowering. And you realize how initially scary it is, but then you realize, okay, it's not that scary, and then you feel a little more responsible, more power, because you know how to actually own your own money. Anywhere you're on the world. Just own your own keys and your password, and you can send and withdraw wherever you want, which is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cool thing about the Web3 space, which is, I feel like if we're all living on the internet, which we do, is a lot of it's community powered. So not only if you're buying the token and you're spending time to earn the token, or you're staking it because you believe in it long term, it's like you're using a product, but you also have skin in the game, which is very cool. It's like you go to Starbucks, and every time you buy a Starbucks coffee, you get Starbucks shares. Like, that's kind of what you're doing. Like you're investing. I can't use that word, but you're like buying into Starbucks. You're also you're buying into like the Starbucks future value because you really believe in Starbucks, go every day. The Web3 space is like that. It's like not only are you using product and getting value out of it daily, but you're also, when you own the token, you stake it for long term. It's like actually you're also like have shares in that company, and when you buy, you have skin in the game, which is a totally different paradigm than the Web2 space, where you're just buying from them. So I like that a lot. It's just that's why the community is so more engaged. You have so many people on the live stream, because we got to deliver a great product and get a value daily, but also for folks who see a bigger vision to that, they can actually have more skin in the game, get more UPT, stake more if they want, and they're really in it. You know? And there's no barriers to that. You don't need to be a accredited investor if you're in the US, or anywhere in the world. You don't need to complicated contracts or anything like that. You just get a wallet and you're in.
Yeah. Chris, I'm curious, besides the obvious that being on blockchain, what do you think is on your side, on your end, the biggest difference? Big difference.
I think the big thing is it's really a community alignment. As Jesse was saying, it's really about aligning behind the community and having a clear product, a product that has a lot more flexibility. I mean, part of it, we've said for a long time, we want to build the best rewards system. And that doesn't mean one that's tied to an airline or tied to a particular credit card or tied to a grocery store or anything like that, but something that has flexibility. So we can bring a bunch of great offers. And one of the things we're still working on, and it's going to be a little bit before we launch it, but it is definitely something that we very much intend to bring, is the ability to redeem UpRock rewards for great direct rewards, not just take them out onto the blockchain, but redeem them for other kinds of rewards, like you could with, say, an airline mileage program or a store's loyalty program. And so, realistically, factoring the loyalty, the rewards program away from a specific retailer or a specific business and making it generic and making it flexible. And that's something that's really enabled by Web3, because it lets people take the tokens in and out of the app as they like to, hold them where they like to, and so on. And then, work on providing really great incentives to bring them back in the app and to keep them in the app, and to provide great rewards that way. So we're already providing great earning opportunities, and more are on the way. And then we're our challenge is to really bring the best redemption opportunities as well, the best redemption offers. And so I think that all works seamlessly together. And it's a lot of people to really chase after rewards programs with great diligence, be it hotels or airlines or stores or other things like that. And so sort of freeing you from that codependent relationship with a particular retailer and making it flexible, so that, because we're in a great position, we're not an airline, so we're not like motivated to only show you our flights, so to speak, and we're not a store, so we're not really motivated to only show you our products. Instead, we are super, and I mean it's great to see this, like when Jesse and I are out talking to various providers, we can negotiate really, really hard, because our best outcome is when we find the best deals, the ones that bring the most rewards to our users. That's why you guys love us. Our community wants great rewards. And so this lets us be, what it's a little analogous to in a way. We've said this before a couple times, but the Costco model. For those who don't know, Costco is this kind of odd store in the US that has this fanatically loyal following. And part of the reason for that is they have always focused on getting the best deals, and that's exactly where we see ourselves. Our goal, our mission, should be and must be to really focus on bringing the best deals for our community. Because if we keep bringing you guys great deals and we make them simple and easy to access, then that's going to be a really compelling use case for everyone.
Yeah. The other thing Costco has is the $1.50 Polish sausage, which they will not ever raise the price on. So we need to also find, what is our $1.50?
I hate to disappoint you. They did away with the Polishes about 10 years ago. They only have regular hot dogs left.
Yeah.
They come in the Polish.
But it's still $1.50, which is still nuts.
It's still $1.50, but
$1.50 hot dogs.
Yeah. Well,
so we have to have ours too.
Ours is instant earn. You don't have to buy anything first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ours is free. We pay you.
Oh, there you go. That comes this. Okay.
Oh, Lordy.
Where's
Oh,
Precious
Lordy.
Soccer
It's not
again?
an acknowledgement. It's just a statement of fact.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it on.
Okay.
Let's move on, guys. Oh, we have the contribute to earn community article. Oh, do we have a note on that one? Sorry, I missed. I think we have the community article up on X. Let me bring this up here.
Sure. Okay.
You can talk amongst yourselves while I bring this up.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of ways to earn, we have many ways. So obviously the app itself is the simplest one. You can just set it and install and forget it. But really active tasks are the best because they have some really great rewards there. We have two big programs. We have a developer grant. It's called the UpRock Catalyst program. We have 100 grand there. And if you're building apps, or here, by the way, we're actually going to be very focused on what we want right now. If you have great ideas, we love to you submit them. We love to hear from you. But we're gonna actually spec out some specific things. If you're building a model context protocol, which is really around AI agents, or if you're building any kind of AI agent or scraper products, if you're a developer in those worlds that you're really interested in, or uptime, we're going to start adding more details on our Catalyst program and also Super Team page. And we love to hear from you. So those are two areas. And Chris, if you want to add more details there, you can. But those are two areas we'd love to support and fund. And besides that, if you're not a developer, don't worry, don't be shy. We also just love to get your feedback, because when you're sharing great content, whether it's video or great posts, or a lot of times in our Discord, join our Discord, we'll put up ideas because we really want to build in public and build with the community. And sometimes some of the greatest ideas we get from the community. Like our staking program.
Yes.
So we sometimes we'll put stuff out there. Sometimes we'll do votes. Sometimes we just want to get a bunch of ideas, because a lot of times you just want to get the best way to get a great idea is you get a good hundreds of good ideas. And so when we get a good idea, we'll nail it, and then we'll definitely reward you for spending some time and putting some thought into helping us out here. So,
yeah.
So some good ways to earn.
So our mod, the UpRock mod team, or Rocketeers, they put together this. They wrote this article, crafted up this article. I just shared the link in the chat. Just head over to UpRock, UpRock's X, so x.com/UpRock.com, and you'll see it there. It's called Q2 2025, and it's the Contribute to Earn, or the C2E article. This was again written by the mod team. So shout out to them, guys.
Nice.
This is really awesome. They put this together.
Cool.
So what they do, they go really into detail about what is our Contribute to Earn program.
Yep.
And it's joining us, UpRock, on our development journey. And as Jess just mentioned some examples, a big one was, and one of the early ones was our staking, phase one of our staking. They're very helpful in all of that. And many, many other things since. There's just so much to list. And then they go into why this matters in DePIN. DePIN is community, right? It's we're building this works if everybody is in on this together. And so that's why it's very important to have people to contribute, and everybody who is contributing or is part of DePIN surely has great ideas. And the people who are also building on that want to hear those great ideas.
And we want to reward you for it.
And reward you for that. Yeah. And so actually here, perfect. They've listed this out, a list of what we've achieved so far. So like I mentioned, they helped us with our staking development, utility design, helping us with the launch of our staking, a lot of campaigns too. What else we've got? We've got some Rocket AI, helping us with Rocket AI development. Lots of stuff with community engagement and building. And also a very big one is the Web 2 onboarding. Anyway, it's a very great article. I think you guys should go check this out. Like I said, I'm going through, it's a very long one, but it's very detailed. Go check that out. And you also will see these folks in the chat. If you're here every week and you're looking on the chat, you'll see a lot of familiar names. And if you are interested in joining our Contribute to Earn program and working with these folks too, and with us, go to our Discord, and you'll see there are rooms available, and you'll see the community or the Contribute to Earn section. And then there'll be different focus areas that you can be a part of.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Yeah, so
awesome.
very happy to have you guys. Thank you so much. So guys, go check that out, x.com/UpRock.com, and you're looking for Q2 2025. Can
Or
you,
just
skip to
memorize,
them?
or just memorize /191259926419550. Simple URL.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, big thanks to the mods for helping us for writing that article. That's really, really great. Thank you so much.
Cool.
All right. So, oh, Chris, you say?
I just when I see links like this, it reminds me that it's this is one of the great things. I know we talk about AI all the time and whatnot,
Yeah.
but this is exactly the kind of thing, back in the day we had link shorteners and they were great until we realized that they were getting used for so much bad stuff because you couldn't see where the link was going. But just a reminder, just memorize that URL is exactly the kind of thing that like AI agents are really useful for, because you should be able to just ask your agent like, hey, that live stream this isn't something that's immediately around the corner, but just spitballing for a moment here. Like, I just want to be able to ask my agent, hey, what was that thing that Jesse mentioned the other? Because that's what I actually do now. I know it's super annoying. I text Jesse, I'm like, hey, can you remind me about the thing that we discussed the other day about the thing? And that's literally exactly what I write. And then, mostly we're on the same wavelength, and Jesse doesn't have to ask me what the hell I'm talking about. He just knows what the thing about the thing that we were talking about the thing was about. But definitely need like AI can actually like start bringing this kind of stuff back and making it easier.
Yes.
Yes, totally. Okay, so we mentioned this last week, but on the 18th, so that's tomorrow, Roz is going to be, this is happening in Istanbul, but Roz is going to be on a panel, they're talking with Dynamo Circuit and a few other founders about, what's it like to build a global business.
There he is. Let's go.
So there you go, Sir Roz. So take a look at Sir Roz, and this is going to be over at Arc House.
Yep.
And I believe I don't have the time listed on here, and my time's all messed up. Oh, there we go. It starts at 16:30, so that is 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30.
4:30 p.m. tomorrow at Arc House.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go, anyone here in Istanbul want to go check that out, please stop by. There's a link on our X. And you can also go to Arc House People. I have another typo in the username for Arc House. It's Arc House, ARKHAUS, and then People with an O, which is missing on here. So I'm sorry for that typo. But check it out so you can register. And go see Sir Roz at 16:30 tomorrow. See him in person, take a picture.
That'd be great if you do.
Yeah.
Cool. And Country Week. So Nigeria. Also, all the flags in the chat, which is great. So pretty simple. If you're wondering how you get involved, open the app. There's going to be a banner. All you just say is tap on the button, says I'm in. Are you DePIN or out? You say you're in. Just type I'm in and let's go. And then you'll start seeing double rewards for your country. So if you're just new to this thing, we're doing this awesome promotion where every week we choose a country. A lot of times it's based on just audience feedback, and also just maybe depend on, sometimes based on a conference in crypto. We're just kind of keeping it fun. There's no real rules to it. We just want to highlight a cool country every week. So this week is Nigeria. So just open the app, tap the button, I'm in, and then that's it. Let's go.
And to be clear, there's almost all countries are cool, but maybe we'll have to find some things to accelerate this, because I don't know if we want to wait 200 weeks to give everybody an opportunity.
2 weeks, 2 per week. Yeah, you're right.
But as Jesse said, we're working on some other ways to accelerate earnings that are going to be available all the time.
Yeah.
So not just one per week. We're gonna work on this.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yeah. So very excited for Nigeria. We've had a lot of great folks in our community in Nigeria since like day one. So super excited. I would
also, by the way, it's cool to have that I'm in button, because you just kind of gonna see which countries are really active. And that also helps us, because we want to help support in real life events. And where we, if there's a conference or like a local hackathon or a coffee shop event, where we love to like send swag or like do these things. We haven't done too much of it, but it really helps us understand like where we can have some really great country ambassadors around the world. And this is like really like meeting people in real life and showing people how Web3 works and how UpRock works. We love to be so this is why it's also really cool, because we're really getting kind of a sense of like people on the ground of like what's actually happening. It's a really fun way to get engaged in real life, like what's happening and who's really interested. Sometimes it ties into the video content you guys share. So it's been a lot of fun that way too.
And I know not everyone drinks, but we do. So these two guys do. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting. It'd be fun to like try a drink from every country that we're hiring for each week, you know?
Sure.
So like, what is Nigeria? What's like the drink? You know, what's the drink that you have?
Like in Japan, it's sake, in Korea, it's soju,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's raki in Turkey, right?
Yeah. So next week we're going to be having raki.
Yep.
But yeah, what is it in Nigeria?
Yeah. Okay.
And then if we do America, what would it be? America? I guess it's beer, America, right? Oh, yeah,
Beer, bourbon. That's our thing.
It's gonna be tough for me.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. So again, log in, type I'm in, and represent. Cool.
There you go. Okay, so the reason why we're here in Turkey, in this beautiful land, is the same reason we were here last year.
Yes.
Around the same time is Solana Crossroads. And so that's taking place in less than 10 days on the 25th in Istanbul. And it's a big one. I mean, last year was a big one for us too. I mean, that was right before TGE.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
Probably like a few weeks before TGE. That's also when we started our weekly series with Seb Montgomery. He helped us out at first with this before our TGE, and then we kept that going.
Yeah.
And this time we have another big update or another big launch, and it's Prism. So Prism is our AI scale real-time data crawling and DePIN precision performance monitoring. Yeah. And it's all powered by the UpRock DePIN, which all of you who are contributing are contributing to that DePIN. So our community. So that's our big launch this week or next week.
Yeah. So first of all, it's called Zobo. Let's get back to that. It's important.
Oh, what's Zobo? Oh, Zobo. Okay. Thank you, Smartowski.
Well, but wait a minute. I think isn't that non-alcoholic? Maybe I'm wrong here. I remember. I didn't remember the name. Somebody mentioned it. Ogogoro is like palm wine, or it's made from palm trees. I think I've definitely had a hangover from that in my life. I don't remember Zobo, but then again, I'm not Nigerian, so then I might not have gotten it right. But I definitely remember something. I think it was the Ogogoro. There's like palm wine, or made from palm, some alcohol made from palm. It's good. It's it'll get you drunk.
Okay, so that's the drink in Nigeria. Yeah. All right. So we have to find a way to have that before the week is over, and then we're moving on to Rocky.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So. Next week, this is what we're working on. So if you guys go to prism.uprock.com, right now it's not self-service. You can't actually sign up. So we're all heads down right now, the whole team. We're working on the front pages and the back end and everything, so that people by Crossroads, we have a 15-minute talk. So we're doing a product like keynote basically. We're going to present UpRock. We're going to present DePIN. We're going to present a powerful use case of what we're all building together at that event, which is going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. And then at that event, we're going to actually open it up. So we have basically 1 week to fix all the bugs, make sure it's really good for anybody. You guys, everyone here too. If you just want to check it out, you can be able to log in. You can use your same UpRock account and actually use the uptime service. So uptime performance monitoring. So if you have your own website and even your own personal blog, we would love for you guys to just create an account, create a monitoring system for just even your own website, whether you have a shopping site, blog, whatever. Just try it. We'd love for you to tell us how your experience. If you if you had any bugs or if anything were confusing, just all the feedback the better. It'll be live for anyone to try out. At that Crossroads event, we're also going to have a demo of our AI web scraping or a web crawler that's optimized for AI world. So we're going to actually demo that. We're going to show a data set. That's the goal. We're going to actually show you the UpRock community being able to provide real-time data for this AI-driven internet that's coming. So those are the two big demos we're going to do. But yeah, so we have 1 week to accomplish that, and so we're pretty excited about it. Guys, definitely try it out because we love to get all your feedback because we want to be able to improve that product as best as we can.
I got Ridvan sitting off camera to my left over here. He's going yep. And at one point he went like this. When I said we got a lot to accomplish, he's like, oh.
Yeah. Ridvan, get on it.
Get back to work, Ridvan.
Anyway, yeah.
You can hear him typing away.
So pretty excited about that. And we'll have more. We'll do more. The cool thing is both of the products will have APIs too. And so the uptime API will take a little bit longer because it's kind of quite tied to the UI. So we need to make that a little bit, we need to do some work there. But the web crawler API is actually going to be available soon. And so we're going to tie that right to our developer grants program. We would love to get people to just build with the API, whether it's agents or MCPs, model context protocols. That would be amazing. So we'd love for you guys to just play with that. It's going to be free in the beginning. You know, you can get your developer API key and just make some cool stuff with it, and we're going to help support it. So, Chris, you want to talk about that a little bit? I think that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, what's interesting is with uptime, it's we're rolling out an API for uptime, but you know, uptime is more of a set it up and then use it kind of thing. So, you know, with uptime, the API is principally about creating a new monitor and stuff like that. And so it's kind of less regularly usable, let's say. I mean, obviously, we want to develop an MCP for it.
I think are we still on, or is Christopher frozen?
I'm not frozen. I don't see myself as frozen.
Yeah, I think we're still connected. Okay, anyone in the comments, can you guys hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, it's Christopher.
I'm not frozen, am I?
Oh, there you go.
I can't tell if we were frozen or if it was you.
I like how right when you said uptime, it stopped moving.
Well, I say, yeah, we're using a third-party streaming service. Anyway, go ahead and swap away from me.
Great timing when it says uptime. Okay, go ahead, Grace. I'm not sure who froze first, but I'd love to hear your voice and talk about uptime. So why don't we just go again?
So yeah, so we, you know, with uptime, it's more about creating the uptime monitors, and so the API there we're going to be working on it, but it's less important to get it out right away. So the real focus on getting the APIs out is on getting the crawl API, because that's something that's going to be useful every day to be able to set off crawling tasks and send jobs and get the results of jobs and so on. So the crawling API we've been working on really hard to make it easy and simple to use, and then of course to make it even easier, the MCP is the perfect front end for this, the perfect user interface for the crawling system. So we talked about this last week, but mention it again today. You know, for a long time we've been talking about what AI agents, or, you know, what AIs do we integrate with? How do we make this easy to use? And the answer is MCP is really the answer to that question, which is we define it in this sort of generic way, and then you can pull it into whatever agent you want. And what's interesting, I've like I said, I've already been using this a little bit. Just like even for working on writing documentation for the MCP itself, I needed to load some pages like the definition of the model context protocol. And so I submitted that to our crawler to load the pages I needed to generate the docs, and used an AI agent to help me start writing those. So it all ties together. You know, I'd say my experience is our best products are the ones that we like so much that we're using them before they're available. I'm like, oh, I have direct access to this. I'm just going to figure out how to make this work because I want it today. And that's really where the crawler is at. So nice. This is going to be super powerful. I think what's interesting is so much stuff in AI has been overstated, and it has been. But I think when it comes to agents, right now, all of the focus on agents is on writing code. All of the focus is probably an overstatement, but a lot of the focus, what people are talking about with agents is about using them to write code. And the reality is, you know, as somebody who has to write a lot of documents as well as writing code, I think people don't even realize how much they're going to be useful for that, because you can, you know, one of the big challenges with writing is pulling everything together for me. I'm great at writing the key ideas and all of that, but when I want to pull in the research, or when I want to summarize all the research and put it all together, gosh, there's a lot of manual work there, and clicking on links and finding the right quote, and just being able to submit all of that to tell the agent. I mean, I've been using an agent that was really designed for coding, but I give it some instructions that say, hey, today we're coding natural language, we're writing a document. It's great for that. It makes life so much faster. And you know, it's not that it replaces you writing the key ideas and conceptualizing and coming up with the core concepts, but it's really good at pulling in the right references. You know, when I'm doing research, I'll save links that were interesting and stuff like that, until, hey, load all these links again, find the most relevant quotes for what I was saying, find the important parts of the specification and pull them all together. And it makes that a lot faster. And that's not even an AI agent that's optimized for writing. That's just one that's optimized for coding that just happens to also work pretty great for writing as well.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Yeah, I think the model context protocol. Maybe next week, or once the API is out for the crawler, I think we should spend 15 minutes or so explaining what that means and going through the grant specifically, because if you're a developer, you might not even heard of it yet. A lot of you might have if you just use AI tools a lot. Just think of it as like giving instructions to the AI, but on steroids, because it's like you want to be able to do a whole workflow and not have to explain yourself over and over again. And it can be very specialized for certain workflows. And I think we can do that with a couple of use cases that we're using ourselves, or how like you might want to use personally or for your business. I think that could be really, really, really cool. And that actually that video, we can probably use that for even explaining what the grant is going to be about too, I think. Yeah. So I heard we're frozen, but sorry if we are. Maybe I'll turn off the camera and bring it back on and hope maybe that triggers something.
I don't know.
If not,
yeah, we're having some I don't know, we're having some frozen moments.
Okay. Well.
So sorry if that happens. Hopefully it freeze frames at like a nice nanosecond and not one where it's super embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay. So because we are in Istanbul or in Turkey this week and next week for Crossroads on the 25th, next week's country week will be Turkey because it has to be.
Yeah, we're all there.
We can't.
Half the team is there, so yeah.
Yes. So if you are in Turkey, you will you'll double your earnings for next week. So if you're in Turkey next week, you double your earnings next week. And also, if you are in Turkey next week, let us know, because we got the team who's already lives here in Turkey. We've got the team in Romania who are coming, and us in the US are coming. Save for Chris, we'll miss him this year, but we will be there. And some of us are already here. So let us know if you are going to Crossroads so we can meet up and say merhaba. Yeah,
let's go.
And şerefe.
Şerefe.
Maybe we have some market and do some şerefe.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so another event that is happening that week as well on the 23rd is Solana Across America, and it's taking place in Seattle. Mm-hmm. This will be hosted by Jonathan at TF Lab, or Jonathan TF Lab's location. So we had Jonathan on the live stream about 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, and he is the founder of NIFT Mint, NIFT Mint, and TF Labs. And TF Labs, I mean, they host wonderful events here, or there now in Seattle, since I'm not there, in Seattle, and they will be hosting Solana Across America.
Yes.
And Tim Adams will be there as well. So you can go say hi to Tim if you are in Seattle. I highly recommend you guys check this out.
Yeah. And Solana's doing this because obviously this is kind of, it is groundbreaking that the US is finally crypto friendly, because, for the longest time it was back and forth, but it really is now. And your president has his own NFT collection and his own meme coin. It's pretty much pro crypto now. So whatever you think about that. So it's pretty awesome. So Solana is doing this whole thing called Accelerate US. And the whole point of that is like, we wanted to just promote just entrepreneurship and Web3 in Solana space. So on the 23rd, they're doing a dozen different cities, and Seattle is one of them. So we made that happen, which is great. And if you're there, and it's going to all lead up to their Solana Accelerator Ship or Die convention that's in May. And Chris and I will both be there in New York City in a month from now. So if you guys want to meet us, we'll be there. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to be in New York in about a month. Okay.
All right. We'll talk more about that next week. So we'll have that. Okay. And an update to our ambassador program. The winners will be announced this weekend, and the next phase of that is they will have their one-on-one with Sir Roz. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Very excited to share the winners of this campaign.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Prism, we did talk about that quite a bit. So just recap. We're going to present this next week. The site is going to be live. Anyone can sign up. Prism.uprock.com. We love for you to try it out. If you're a business or just have a personal website, create an account with your same UpRock account. You can try it out. We'd love for you to try it out and try, just give us all your feedback. Okay, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if you do that. We have actually I checked.
500.
That was this morning. It's actually over 500 now. I just checked before the live stream. I didn't update the slides, but yeah, over 500, which is great. So we're kicking ass there. I think that's it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, all right. Well, before we do that, we did see Sir Roz put out a. Can we have Drew as our Chief Happiness Officer? And if you guys are in the chat or reading the chat, you know Drew, and he's a very familiar face. And
I was about to say, isn't it more of a punishment officer?
Oh, Chris.
Nice.
Chris, that's great.
Nice.
I'm not always good. I'm not always good at them, but occasionally one pops into my head.
Drew the Punisher.
The smart ass
Punisher. Yeah, so there we go.
There you go.
I don't know, whatever it is, I think Drew's got it. Okay, guys, I think, Chris, I think you were right when you messaged us. I think maybe we should wrap this up, unless you see more of our frozen faces.
Well, it's funny watching you guys freeze because, as you know, the law of the internet is that videos only freeze on the worst possible facial expressions. So as much as I'm enjoying that, though, we just said, no, dang it, time it. As much as I'm enjoying that, we got APIs to launch, we got logins to launch.
Yeah, we got a huge week ahead of us. We got lots of work to do. So
yeah. Okay, guys. Well, it's been great seeing you all.
Drew, come here real quick.
Get your bed in here. All right, guys.
Bye, everyone.
As always, spending your Thursday with us, everyone. See you, team. I wish I was over there with you.
Yeah, same.
We'll see you soon.
All right, see you, everyone. Cheers. Back to work. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Crossroads. Bye.